Today on the Mike O'Mara Show.
I saw the return address and it means nothing to me. It's a company. It's called Steampunk Pro. Now I know it's
but look underneath. Steampunk Pro, makers of fine quality American dildos.
Oh, well, you know what, Mike? Buy American.
I love a good steam-powered dildo.
Space Mountain's another one. Look forward to
Space Mountain's amazing. I almost didn't fit when I went, but I made it happen.
Do you know if they have like spots on the rides?
No,
spots?
That's mostly a Busch Gardens thing I've found.
Oh, they don't do it for you.
You'll be fine.
They have obese people all over there, and I'm not obese like I used to be. So
Epcot,
that's good.
do that ride Soarin', Soarin.
Did you hear what I just said? I just realized how ridiculous that sounds. Oh, I'm not obese like I used to be.
No, I'm like, well, Mike, you're no longer morbidly obese. What he showed us was what would happen, and he showed us previous before and afters of people that after they had done what Cary did, which was essentially a lift, a slight change on her nose, had the third nipple removed. No, I'm kidding.
We're going to give you a unibrow.
All that and more. The Mike O'Mara Show starts now. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Greetings, everyone, from Ohio, New York, Decatur, Alabama, Mountain View, Arkansas, Tunica, Mississippi. That's interesting. That'd be a good DJ name.
Tunica?
It's the Tunica, Mississippi. I've already got the bonus show we're going to tape today.
Yeah, it's on your mind.
I've already got that on my mind. Tunica, Mississippi, Robinson, Illinois, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. One of the things, programming note before we get started with the regular show,
right?
That I was aware of. I didn't hear about it. Nobody sent me any messages about it, but they were telling me that, at least in my own brain, that we didn't do your Memorial Day or my Memorial Day spectacular that we normally do. So we've switched it, and we're going to call it, because it's one weekend later.
It's a summer spectacular.
Summertime spectacular. And Rob and I will be doing that sans Oscar on the bonus show this week.
Do you think we can carry that show without him?
I think it'll be tough, but somebody's got to do it. Oscar, we have given 2 days off to spend with his family because he was such a dick about the whole traveling early thing that I think he's alienated his family. So he'll be back. He'll be back Monday.
He's building bridges, Mike,
with Rob, and I just didn't want to deal with. If I had forced him to work on Thursday and Friday, I'd never hear the end of it because I'm off next week as I take my family to the alleged happiest place on earth.
You're going to have such a good time. You are. You're going to get
that at all?
I do. You're going to get into the spirit of it, and also it's like that one listener wrote you, when you see Michael see it, it makes all the difference in the world.
I'm down with that. But I have to tell you that to say that I'm feeling anything that would resemble pure vacation joy.
Right.
You're going
to have to put some work in.
Well, I don't believe that I am, and I don't want to insult people because I know we've got a lot of people in our audience that are members of the cult.
Yes.
That, that believe it. And you are one of them. You love the place.
Well, I love amusement parks. I've only been there once, and it was a great amusement park. But you know what? I'm almost as happy at this point.
And you went for free?
Yes. Because, we paid, Mike. We paid with my son's blood cells.
Well, that's true. You're when your son concocted, when your family concocted that whole pediatric leukemia.
Yeah, when we dummied up all the records and we hired the actor to play the doctor.
You did that, to come in there. You got, you went to the Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah.
Last I checked, he's doing fine. So
why does that doctor look like your uncle?
That's so not nice, but it's funny.
It's so long ago, I don't care.
I have been and turned down Rob sending me just to sess on.
Okay.
The fact that we did so many radio shows down there.
Yes.
Where you'd try to make fun and you'd try to have a good time, and it just wasn't conducive to shock jockery.
There was a couple things at play, and we have discussed this in the past. Is not only would they have the tight reins on you, but when they put you down there, you'd be doing a show from ostensibly 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, a good chunk of the show would be nobody would be.
Yeah, and is there anything more horrifying than the notion of an empty amusement park and you're there all by yourself?
Yeah, and it just was. We were young. First time I went down there was in my 20s, so I mean, probably the awareness. No, I think we had a strong awareness that we were being used like toilets. Because they had a radio row, and radio rows are not pleasant. To explain to people that might not know, because you don't. If you're listening to the radio, you don't know where the hell we're coming from.
Right.
Radio rows take place at usually major sporting events, whether it's the Super Bowl, the Final Four, the World Series, and sports talk now is just they'll have a convention center room or a hotel ballroom filled with tables and DJs and equipment as all these shows are taking place at the same time, usually an afternoon drive or morning drive. And it's just...
I did a lot of them with you. I would say that the NFL... I never went to Disney with you guys, but I would say that the NFL did the worst job of providing any sort of courtesy for Radio Row at all. I mean, it was nothing. They gave you a table and
they gave us a table, and then we would be responsible for wrangling our own guests and trying to get people. The best one I ever did was CBS.
Yes.
That sent us out to Television City and had it prearranged that all the radio shows would get A-list TV guests.
Every 20 minutes.
Dick Van Dyke, and we had Bob Barker, and we had a lot of wonderful guests.
Sybil Shepherd.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Sybil Shepherd. Do we have Sybil Shepherd?
Yes. Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah, I have a picture of you guys with her.
Oh, okay.
We had her, Doris
send
Roberts.
Send me some of those. I'd like to see who I've interviewed in my
Patricia
career.
Heaton. I could just make stuff up.
Did we ever interview Ray Liotta? Did we ever have Ray Liotta on the show?
I don't think. Not to my recollection. I don't think so.
I don't know. See, that's when. Look, I'll be 63.
Ray
this
Romano.
month,
Does that count?
Ray Romano and Doris Roberts, the late Doris Roberts.
Betty White.
Betty White was on the show. Just really, it was fun. That's all it's about. It's all, when you're going to travel that far, you want to, have A-list guests.
And Mike, they also offered you a part in CSI that you almost accepted until you realized it was a corpse and you didn't show up for call.
I don't remember that.
That's for true.
God, I'm glad that's one of the things when you were out that I missed the most was the idea of you coming in and being the show historian to remind me. Before I get any further to talk about, and I want to talk about the whole Disney thing.
Okay.
I do want a programming note that tomorrow on the bonus show, it's going to be the Summertime Spintacular. We have a thread, if you're listening to us live right now, that is happening on my page on Facebook, the Mike O'Mara page on Facebook, and also the Mike O'Mara Show fan page. Both those places have threads where you can give us a topic for Talking Records Up. Well, as you know, the fun of it is doing the hitting the posts and all that for Rob and myself, but the idea is, because we're pressing buttons and coming up with all the other stuff. It's much more fun for us if we get a completely random topic. Now, I risk disaster.
In what way?
Because I have a significant element of the program, the bonus show this week, that will be reliant on a man named Bloom. Who will be curating and gathering the topics for
the ringmaster, Mike.
But let's not give him too much. No, he's not the ringmaster. He is responsible for gathering the topics, and he'll throw them at us. Now, Pony, I didn't mention it wouldn't be a bad idea to edit to a degree. Like you know what I mean? So
I'll make stuff up.
This you don't have to. Because hopefully there are going to be enough topics there for the bonus show.
Yeah.
But that'll be tomorrow. And if you've never, entertained the idea of subscribing to the TMOS bonus show, this is going to be another great opportunity because we're going to do a specialty show. And I hope you enjoy that. And for those of you that are subscribed, you'll enjoy it.
Was I too eager when I agreed to it today?
No, you immediately. I didn't know. I always think you carry your stuff around. I always think you're proprietary with all of your jingles, with all of your songs, because I've asked you for years and years, Rob, do you have that? I have it at home. I have it at home. You've always said you have it at home. So the idea that you would just have your music and, more importantly, your jingles, which I'm always light on compared to you.
Right.
So you have that now
all set
at your fingertips because you bring that in now every day. Mm-hmm. Everything you need to do your job.
Absolutely. Ready to go.
That's exciting. So we'll be doing that for the bonus show, and that will hit tomorrow. When does that normally drop, Pony, the bonus show?
Let's see. Tomorrow it's going to be pretty early, so I'd say around 12 o'clock.
12 noon?
High noon.
That's good. All right.
9 o'clock on the West Coast.
So let's get back to the whole thing with Disney.
Sure.
We had Scott Spindler on, great talking head, the perfect talking head, the kind of guy that's just a smart person, an educator, somebody who just has a great ability to explain what he does. And I just love it. The talking head segment has for a long time now. Never in a million years did I think I'd love it as much as I do. I always love having somebody on. He is a Disney guy. He likes Disney.
Yeah.
He's been to Disney recently, and he's been sharing some extremely valuable information with me. Now, speaking of that, I will go to, what am I going to go to here? This is a message he gave me yesterday, and he's on with Carla, too. When he's talking about
does he mention looking in your window at any time?
No, all right. He sends me if you have an iPhone 12 or 13, he gives me a recommendation on the battery pack.
Okay.
Now, one of the things about the battery pack that I will share with you and I will share with Scott.
Yes.
I don't think I have a need for the battery pack. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I don't believe there is any chance that I will be staying in that park
long enough
to require a battery pack.
Now, here's a question.
And you can charge them, aren't they? Do they not have outlets in Disney? Is that the issue?
I mean, bet they don't. Because when I went to Disney, I don't think
I would too. I am right there with you, pal.
Yeah,
I am right there with you.
Well, you know that like on opening day there were no water fountains. Because
you're so funny with that. Because I would bet they don't. That is so right.
Yeah,
why would they? Right?
Yeah.
They're
Mike,
they're not going to give up electricity.
It destroys the dream. But. When I went,
why do you need a battery pack in the first place?
Because my thought is this, and I thought about this as I was driving home last night. Didn't you take your daughters to Disney? Did that predate the cell phone era?
I took my well, that would I have a 26-year-old soon to be 27.
Forgive me. Yeah, we should explain.
And a 24-year-old soon to be 25. Let me just, my mind is racing right now when it comes to Disney. I took them to Universal.
Oh, I thought you went to Disney. I'm sorry.
No, we stayed 2 times in Universal.
Okay.
Because I was protesting Disney because Disney kicked us out.
And Universal's a good park.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
They got all the electricity you want at Universal.
But now that I think about it, when I'm thinking about that queue where they take you back and forth and back and forth and back. And Disney invented that, I think, right?
I'm
Disney,
sure. I'm going
to assume the same guy.
The same Imagineer?
That did shredded lettuce. There's several. I could make a list of inventions that were maximum convenience for the store or the merchant,
self-checkout,
or the self-checkout.
Yeah,
created to completely convenience the store, but not necessarily the customer.
Right.
That line that goes back and forth was created to create the illusion of, hey, it's moving along. When in fact, if it was a straight line, it would go from Orlando to Bolivia.
Yeah.
That's how long it would last.
And the greatest thing about Disney is great about this. The 2 things I remember about the rides. One thing is please exit through the gift shop. And also those lines that go back and forth. You do like maybe I'd say 10 back and forths.
At least.
And then you think you're ready to ride. You get in to an inside area that has that again.
Stairs.
Well, yeah, but it has that back and forth Again, what they do is they hide the bodies. They don't want you to see.
Yeah, so that's part of it. And I'm thinking, if that's the case and you're in those lines all day, perhaps a battery pack is a good idea because you're just not going to have a.
Well, if you're in the
I,
lines all day, Mike, you're going to be licking the battery pack.
I'm going to tell Michael. I'm going to make it real clear to Michael and to my wife that there will be no need for a battery pack because in the event, I will not be standing in a line for the amount of time that would deplete my battery. Now, the question is, and this is where when you said it to me, do you think, and I'm asking this legitimately, and answer me honestly here, do you think if you're not waiting in line, they would have places where, like, for example, walking into...
Like you would see at an airport.
Like a snow cone shop where you might have an outlet.
I would say, Mike, if I can be afforded 3 words... I would say not a chance. Because if the outlets are there,
about it. I know I'll get an email.
If the outlets are there, they're not selling the $30 recyclable battery packs. Now, here's a question: as far as waiting in line,
you're right. If the outlets are there, they can't sell the battery, and they're selling battery packs in the park. It's just,
in the park.
This is. I'm trying so hard. I will have myself.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like?
I'll up my meds. That's what I'll do.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like a big 8-plug power strip coming out of the castle? There's like 1,000 people trying to charge their phone.
You know what? I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up right now. Does Disney have charging stations?
Now, while you do that, I have a question for you about waiting in line. And I've done this with my kids because my kids like virtual reality rides, but those are one of the ones that I can't ride, like the ones where you wear 3D goggles and instead of the...
First thing.
Yes?
First thing.
Yes?
At the top of my Google. For $30 plus tax, you can purchase a portable charging system at third-party operated kiosks throughout the...
Third-party my ass. That's all Disney money.
Using any major credit card, just follow the prompts on the kiosk screen to dispense a kit that includes 1 fully charged portable battery.
There's a small, underprivileged child inside the kiosk, and his job is just to drop it.
Battery boy.
It's Battery Boy.
Oh, God. Does Disney have
But
charging?
would you
Portable.
Consider, Mike, waiting outside?
They've controlled the narrative. There is nothing
about outlets?
Outlets are... And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
It's an outlet center. How to keep your phone charged at Disney World. Are there charging stations at Disney World? Where to get a charge at Disney?
Well, click on, is there charging stations?
About.
Ask about the charging stations. Because that would be like at an airport where there's like, a whole bunch of them ready to go.
Disney World is one of the most popular... I know! It's evil! It's always been evil!
For $30
I'm 3 days
plus
away.
tax.
I'm 3 days away. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I come back. I hope I come back a week from Monday, and I am telling you guys about the most magnificent, but it's not going to happen because they are evil persona. All right, here we go.
If you come back and you just say the place had outlets everywhere.
Oh, hold on. I finally got down to it.
Okay.
Disney has lots of ways to keep your phone charged so you can enjoy the magic. There are outlets. Hold on.
Look at this.
Located throughout each park that will let you charge your phone. In the past, guest relations used to charge phones, but you will want to check before relying on them. It's a scam. It's a scam. I'm not worried about the phone. I'm not going to be in the park
because,
long.
Mike, would you be okay with if there is a line for, say, like Space Mountain, just for lack of a better ride?
Yeah.
And your son and your wife want to ride Space Mountain, would you be okay finding a shady bench and waiting for them? And that way you don't have to stand in line. And I
don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know.
I've done that.
I'm going to kind of wing it, and I'm going to see how it goes. And
you can sit on any bench, Mike, for $30 plus tax. You can sit on any bench.
To me, having a charging thing, a little extra charging device, is not as important as hand sanitizer. We are going to have buckets of hand sanitizer.
$30.
So I am right now getting back to the original thing. So take the phone. And Scott, thank you.
Yes.
You're absolutely wonderful for suggesting these things to me. I know that I'm a bit of a nudge when it comes to this stuff. So he mentions that about the charging. And let me see. In all honesty, without having looked at your My Disney experience issue, the best course of action, even though it'll initially suck because the whole time will be so long, would be to call and get it worked out. He's talking about getting this information on my phone that they seem to not want me to have.
Well, he probably has a point, because when we did take the Disney cruise, gosh, I guess that was 5 or 6 years ago now, the phone was indispensable. Even though there was like no Wi-Fi or cell service, the app for the boat was indispensable.
Well, I've got something that's going to be reliant on letting me know when times are and all.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. I just am overwhelmed with the making things complicated that probably don't have to be complicated. This is just, well, first of all, they charge a premium, so I'm not going to say something stupid like up the ante and just have less people come in. No. They charge $1,000 and people go into that park.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it goes. So I'm going to probably over the weekend or in the car, even better, sit on hold it was 30 minutes yesterday. I hung up immediately. I'm not going to wait a half an hour and just talk to somebody and say, can you get the information on my phone? It's just it's just not unnecessary. It's just.
Do you think
not
the
necessary.
outlets, especially at Epcot, are all going to be like European outlets?
You need an adapter. We've got them for sale for $35 right over here.
Plus tax.
Slide down. I don't know. I don't even know now what rides. I haven't done my research, so I don't know what are the attractions that are special. I don't know.
Well, there's
what
the classics.
I've got. You know what I've got? I've got my. That'll be a thrill for me because I was a little boy.
Yeah.
First time I went, I was a little boy myself. So the idea of going on Pirates of the Caribbean with my son is a thrill to me.
Haunted Mansion holds up. Haunted Mansion is a great dark ride.
I look forward to that. And Space Mountain's another one. Look forward to that.
Space Mountain's amazing. I almost didn't fit when I went, but I made it happen.
I hope my work, pays off a little bit. Do you know if they have like spots on the rides?
No, that's
spots.
That's mostly a Busch Gardens thing I've found.
Oh, they don't do it for you.
You'll be fine.
They have obese people all over there, and I'm
also,
not obese like I used to be. So
Epcot,
that's good.
Do that ride Soarin', SOARIN.
Did you hear what I just said? I just realized how ridiculous that sounds. Oh, I'm not obese like I used to be.
No, I'm not. Well, Mike, you're no longer morbidly obese.
Wait, I am. Yeah.
So am I. I probably, even with
are you really? I thought you lost 75 pounds.
76 as of this morning, but I think I'm still a fat guy. I'm going to talk to.
Do you have excess skin?
Gallons of it.
No, do you really? Do you have like? Are you like a Shar-Pei?
No,
dog
it's not.
now?
It's not like that. But there is some adjustment that's going to have to be made, especially around the stomach area. There's a little sagosis. Yeah.
Okay,
but
well, that's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have. But that ride Soarin' is great. And then, you know what? You don't need to do Small World because he'll be annoyed by it and you'll be annoyed by it. Don't do that. Right. And then the classic carnival style ride, like the teacups and the flying Dumbos. Those are always very cool.
Well, I will let you know. Exactly what the deal is. And I just think that I like the help that I'm getting from Scott. He's kind of my go-to. He's been really good with me on Facebook. And we shall see, because today was officially the last day of school. My son is out of his mind. And the report card came in today. And, it's basically a math grade and a writing grade, a reading writing grade, and both a 92 and a 96.
Wow.
So I'm very, very pleased with that. So, just great marks across the board.
That's great.
With attentiveness, participation.
Do they have a lot
class,
of check? Do they do plus, check, and minus?
They do he gets in 2 subjects, the 2 biggies.
Right.
The reading, the writing, and ciphering. Those 3 subjects are
arithmetic.
The math and English are the 2 subjects where they get the letter grade.
That's great.
Got A's in that, and then the rest they have. This is another thing. Yeah, maybe they should have this at Disney.
Yeah,
they have a coded number system.
What?
That hey, Michael, get your report card. I want to share it with our listeners. I'm proud of you. If you don't mind.
So how does is there like a ring that you get to know his grades if it's coded?
You got it? Oh, good. He had it right. He had it handy.
Where is he?
Hi, buddy.
Let's see him.
He's right. Come on over here. Say, take your bow. Take your bow.
Hey,
right,
buddy, congratulations on summertime. You made it through another year. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So, all right. I'm going to read your report card to everybody. You can get out of here. Thank you. I love you. You looking forward to Disney? Me too. You're not drumming. Don't hit the drums. Don't hit the drums, please. Thank you. Michael, 1. Do you want to go to Disney?
Ooh.
Want to ever game again in your life? Yes. There. See you. Shut it all the way. All the way. All the way. All the way.
Do you want to go to Disney?
So there is a coded system.
Right.
Where, and only in the language arts, that's the category.
Yeah, English.
And math. And all the others are satisfactories. That's the top, which I've always thought is crap.
Yeah.
You know, I think you ought to be. I like judging and evaluating.
Well,
and
what the most important thing is comparing yourselves to others.
Yes, that's it. It's the American way.
Yeah.
It's what you're gonna deal with the rest of your life anyway.
Exactly.
So you might as well. So he got in language arts, he got a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Okay.
And on the back, you'll see that
okay.
this is the key.
The super
for
code.
The 1, the 3,
super secret
and
code,
the
yeah.
5. All right. Effectively uses class time.
Great.
That's a 1. Actively participates in class. That's a 3.
Cool.
And a 5 shows positive attitude.
What? How many coded numbers are there? Are there any bad numbers to get?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like, what if I got a 9? What's a 9?
You would be unprepared for class.
That's me.
If you got a 10, you would be inattentive, participation unsatisfactory. If you got an 11, classwork is incomplete. Number 12, homework is incomplete. 13, major projects incomplete or unsatisfactory. 14, irregular class attendance. 15, student performance below grade level course.
And of course, Mike, 16, hygiene.
16 is per state statute.
Oh.
Promotion. Well, why did they say 4th grade? He was in 2nd grade.
Is he in the
I
wrong
guess
class?
4th is when they make the decision.
Has he been going to the wrong school again?
Grade level 2.
Yeah.
I'm reading it right here. So in the math category, he got a 2, a 3, and a 6. A 2, a 3, and a 6.
It sounds like the good numbers are lower.
Academic improvement has been shown. Actively participates in class and completes homework, and that's it. And then
the best
A,
you can ask for.
So, and then all satisfactories: displays positive attitude, works well with others, and that's all 4 quarters. Participates in discussion, pays attention, follows rules, follows directions, completes tasks. I'm proud of the
You
little
should
guy.
be. You know,
even though it's 2nd grade, that's it. Very, very.
When we
happy
had
with
our
that.
one-on-one progress meetings here at Podville Media, I got a 2 and an 8, and I played well with others. And I was
That's
told
wonderful.
I was
That's
satisfactory.
The highest number you get would be apparently some question about moving on to the next grade level.
Yeah, I was saying that.
that's what it
Like, by saying state mandated, is it one of those states where even if you fail, they still move you on?
I don't know.
Sounds like it by 16. DeSantis would know. Does it open up into a larger classroom?
I don't know. 14's bad too. Irregular class attendance. We were good with that one.
Okay, what
Except
if
at the beginning of the year?
14 could just be irregular.
Major projects. 13's major projects incomplete or unsatisfactory. Yeah, so it's all that. So half of them are good and half of them are bad.
Yeah, I don't like that they have numbers.
No, I'm sorry. More than half of them are bad.
Oh,
more than half of them are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So from 7 through 16 are all negative ones, which of course there's more negative than positive.
Of course,
I think it's so that's it. and it's just he's bouncing off the walls and he deserves it. He's excited. It's going to be 2 months and then back to the grind again.
Only 2 months. 2 months out.
He'll be going back the middle of August. So,
Okay.
yeah, about 2 months and 2 weeks.
Okay.
Something like that. So the teachers look good today. We were there extra early at school this morning. I want to roll my window down, but it's just too fast to drop off.
Right.
I wanted to say thank you to everybody. And then there was one particular, it was casual day.
Oh, because
so
normally mostly coat and tie for the kids, right?
No, mostly it's I'm talking about the teachers. The teachers normally are dressed a certain way. They all look like they were wearing gym clothes today, like they were just hanging out. So it was,
That's good.
It was a wonderful day.
Did you send
very
a
nice
gift to his
experience.
teacher? I think he ended up really liking his teacher this year, right?
That is, most of the year.
He got through it. That's important.
He got through it. This was not his best year. He didn't love it. He looks forward to
Well, that's
next
amazing
year.
that he pulled those kind of marks with a teacher that he wasn't in sync with. That's great.
That is absolutely true. We shall see where he goes. But I think that his attitude, we seem to have done the right thing communicating with him. And I know he's only 8. But, when I look at his mom, and we came by today, my wife's place of employment where she's working, and she was outside talking to Michael. Michael got out of the car, and I was able to just observe with her positive feedback and to just look at his face. And, you always wonder how long is that going to last?
Right.
But to see the look in his eye and how excited he was that he had done well was special, and he's a good kid. And you're absolutely right about the whole Disney thing. This is what I said. I didn't bribe him with, hey, if you get A's, we're going to take you to
Right.
Disney. I said, if you do well in school, we'll take you to Disney. And he did. And he's really excited about the trip. And I promise you that I will, even if I am out of my mind,
right.
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it in my pants. I'm not going to have, I refuse to, at this age, in my declining years,
Now then.
being an elderly father, I
Right.
just refuse to let things like, hey, we'll sell you a $30 phone charger.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that has to go back too. Doesn't it sound like it's pre-charged and then you turn it back in?
Well, if
right?
they do, then you should get your $30 back.
I don't know.
The way Scott explained it is it's yours, but then you
Okay.
can trade it in for another one that's charged.
I think you can take your own too.
All
I
right,
think
but
you can take your own.
You're not
But-
going to do that. This won't,
Look.
but it won't have a mouse on it.
There are websites with the best day to go to the park. There are websites with the worst day to go to the park.
Oh, I've already
there are websites
decided
with what the
years
crowd is
ago
gonna
that you
be.
can never try to outwit a crowd. You can't do it. People
We'll
will
see
have
what happens.
theories all day. Like there's someone who'll say the secret to a theme park is to go to the attractions clockwise, because counterclockwise is what your body is sort of programmed to do, and you'll hit the rides in a different order if you go clockwise around the park. I've tried this. This isn't true.
Well, I will tell you that it's end of school, and then the weekend. We drive up to Disney, and then the Disney week, and then what the hell do? We just really don't know because, we're not really prepared for it. We're not really. He's got a couple of things that he's doing. He's doing a little golf. He's doing a little baseball camp, which is
that's
exciting.
great.
We got Florida Gulf Coast University right here around the corner, and they've got like a stellar baseball camp, which I'm really
They
excited
got
about.
sort of a happening sports program. Weren't they in the 64 this year?
They are an up and coming school,
Right.
At least with sports, I think academically as well. But it's really on the rise, and it's fun to have that.
Yeah.
Because it's not down here a college town. This is a town where you go to die. The next step is casket town. After you come to this town,
It's
That's what it is.
It's not a college town. It's a casket town.
Right. I cut a guy off in traffic today, and the horn was like the whole, the 10-second hold of the horn.
Yes.
Where it's like, "Nah," and I look in my rear view mirror, and there's a guy with a 100, a Marlboro 100
Oh,
hanging
no.
out of, I'm sure it wasn't a Marlboro, but it looked like it. It was hanging out of his lip, and I just came to a complete stop. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm that
You
guy.
should be.
And this guy, he was smoking his Marlboro 100. He was 1,000 years old. I'm like, die. And no further altercation. It was kind of passive aggressive. No, that's not true. It was fully aggressive. And we were on our way. But no, having young people, and by the way, the Walmart for the college is the Walmart next to my house. So when that time comes, it's just it's wonderful and exciting to see all the co-eds.
Yes, it
See
is.
the kids, the fresh-faced kids.
Yeah.
Getting ready for an education.
Mike,
I'm not going to sound like a dirty old
No,
man.
I was part of that too when I took Robert to a class for the
Yeah.
first time this fall. We
Yeah.
had to go to Walmart, and there was so many fresh-faced kids.
It's fresh-faced kids. That's
It
what I
is.
like. We
Yeah.
got to take a break.
I liked it.
That's all we're going to do on this.
I said, "Hi,
we're not going to have that
fresh-faced
discussion.
child."
We got the homepage coming up, and then Rob and I are going to have a discussion about why he feels the need, along with a lot of his friends, posting about that stupid game Wordle. I don't mind playing it.
You're jealous.
Why do you have to share
You're jealous.
what you do? We'll take a break, and we'll be right back, everybody.
Hey, brah, it's me, California Twin.
What are you doing here?
When I'm not paying $47 for a gallon of gas, I get all of my Twitch needs from the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center. Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com and have your essentials delivered to the East Coast or the Best Coast or anywhere in between.
I wonder what
you,
his
Twitch.
Twitch needs are.
Yeah. I wonder. I think he's doing well. Sounds happy in California.
Yeah,
Hope he's
I
doing well
spoke
out
to him.
there.
He's doing good. He's doing great.
Hey, in order to calm inflation fears, the feds have raised rates with the largest single jump since 2000. So what does this mean to you? You'll probably need a mortgage loan in the future. Divorce, pregnancy, kids move away, retirement, kids move back,
Yes.
parent moves in, all of these situations. By the way, I sound like Jackson Mason, but I do. Plus, money more may indicate a need for a loan. When that happens, take my advice. Call my friend Mark Livingstone and his wonderful team at Cornerstone First Financial. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you need to work with a company that you can absolutely trust. Let me tell you about trust. Not only me, but Oscar and Rob, all three of us. This is not a joke. We have all used Cornerstone First Financial, and they work because you can trust them, and they're good people. Mark and his team will make sure you're the best prospect to a potential seller and obtain the lowest interest rate, all while giving you white glove concierge service. Call Cornerstone First Financial, voted one of the top 1% of mortgage lenders by Washingtonian Magazine, and the number one choice of TMOS listeners. Call 202-625-1221. That's 202-625-1221 or cornerstonefirst.com. Thank you. We always like to say it because we mean it. Thank you, Cornerstone First Financial. We love you, everybody. Oh, let me turn that up.
And into your digital device.
Better.
It's what you
Let me play that again.
Okay.
Thank you.
from the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device. It's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This broke yesterday when we were taping the show, but I'll give you a recap. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamed each other, but Johnny came out on top. The jury said that Amber defamed Johnny 3 different times in the 2018 op-ed she wrote in the Washington Post. By the way, that's the reason they had the trial in Fairfax, because this was kind of a D.C.-based deal, and that's why all the people were out there in beautiful downtown Fairfax. So they awarded Johnny $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. But the case was tried in Virginia, where punitive damages are capped at $350,000. So Johnny only gets $10,350,000 only. It's just interesting when I stop in Virginia, I say, oh, punitive damages are capped. I wonder why. Anyway,
Do you think that's one of the reasons why they had the trial in Virginia?
I have no idea. You'd have to ask his lawyers.
Well, it would actually be Heard's lawyer.
Yeah, we'll see. However, the jury awarded Amber $2 million in compensatory damages because Johnny's lawyer accused her and her friends of concocting a story for the cops. So ultimately, Amber owes Johnny $8,350,000. That's a big win for Johnny Depp. Amber was obviously not happy with the verdict. She issued a statement saying, quote, "The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband." She added, quote, "It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women should be taken seriously." A lot of people are saying that. She also said it cost her the right to, quote, "speak freely and openly." Well, that's it. It's over now, so no more Johnny Depp stuff.
That those millions of dollars will just about cover his bill. I understand he was staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Tyson's and ordering out from the Palm every night.
The Palm.
Yes.
Really?
And they're going to get a picture of him on the wall because now he's a favorite customer.
Jack Sparrow. How about that? Obviously, Johnny had a different take on this. He said, quote, "Today, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children, to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that." So that's Johnny's take on that particular thing.
I'm very glad the whole thing is over.
Yeah. But Johnny, I think both of them need a little, help behaving well around others.
Yes.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. Another controversy is in the news. Jada Pinkett Smith finally commented on the incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars. At the beginning of yesterday's episode of Red Table Talk, she had this to say. Here's her quote. "My deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's to keep figuring out this thing called life together." The episode was centered on alopecia and the struggles that come with it, so it probably would have been weird if she didn't address the slap. I guess they haven't spoken, right? There hasn't been any
it's to
contact
me,
between
this
the two of
is well, there was the contact on Oscar night, of course, but
Right.
I feel that she is playing this just total Will's side. Why should they reconcile if Chris Rock doesn't want to reconcile?
Well, no, I mean, I don't think it's a matter of reconciling. I think it's a matter of a in-person apology, of a mea culpa by Will Smith.
But doesn't it sound like she's also somehow
Of course she
including
is.
Chris Rock in the blame?
Of course she is. Let's get together and work out our differences. There were no differences. Your husband behaved like an a-hole.
Yeah.
And he walked up and he belted a guy for absolutely no reason. He was doing shtick. Now, do you say something at the end? That was very insensitive. I really did.
That's the way to handle it.
I think that most people can agree it did not warrant that. We'll see what happens. But, she's doing it that way. She's playing it that way.
Yeah.
And I really, I, for one, I don't care. I really don't care. I think he's done tremendous damage to his own career. I don't know where that's going to stand, and I don't think a guy should be punished for the rest of his life for that. But at the same time, I think his actions since that all went down have not been well advised either. I think he really needed to get right to it. He got up and he did the whole crying thing. Right from the moment he accepted the Oscar that night, all of his moves, I think, have been suspect because they are in a bubble, a big entitled celebrity bubble that they can't fight their way out.
And if they are truly in a partnership, Jada and Will, he should say to her, "Hey, this is not the way we need to handle this. If we're going to handle this, I need to handle it." And he hasn't.
No,
and so
doesn't sound like it.
No.
And she might be on the same page or not. I don't know what the deal is with that. Here's another celebrity, Jennifer Garner. She is pretty heartbroken over the recent mass shootings in America, including yesterday.
I know.
Another goddamn shooting. So she cleansed her soul in the most recent Jennifer Garner way that she possibly could by baking oatmeal. I love Jennifer Garner. She's an all-American gal.
Baking oatmeal?
Jennifer posted a video of herself making brownie baked oatmeal. The video shows her carrying out the various steps, then putting the oatmeal in the oven. And while she's waiting for it to bake, she calls her senator to say that she supports gun safety laws. The video even includes a script that you can use if you want to do the same, which Reed Galen said, if you want to come,
That's how you do it.
They hate their phones to ring. They hate their phones to ring. So if you're wondering, what can I do if you're still angry about it like I am, please, please, please call your congressman or senator. And the recipe for the brownie baked oatmeal is on the same little video that she
I understand that during the marriage, Amber Heard made brownie baked oatmeal at least once.
Thank you. It's Rob Spiewak.
Good night.
Send the letters to Rob. Thank you very much. Very clever, boys. Jennifer Garner is so on brand in this video that she can't even bring herself to swear. When she messes up the script to her senator, she is heard saying, quote, "Oh, shipoop." So,
A reference to the-
Shapoopy.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Shapoopy.
The
I
music
left out an
man.
I.
Yeah.
Shapoopy. Isn't she a sweetheart?
You
Yes,
are
she
my
is.
shapoopy.
Shapoopy. If you've got a big Elvis-themed wedding coming up, I know, Rob, you're already married, but I know you love Elvis.
Well, the next time, for sure.
A lot of people have done it. We had people over at our house that got done the little chapel thing in Vegas. Well, you might need a backup plan. This sucks. Wedding venues in Vegas are now banned from doing Elvis weddings. A bunch of chapels in Vegas got cease and desist letters last month from the licensing company that handles Elvis Presley's estate. And if they do any more Elvis weddings, they could face legal action. A few venues haven't gotten letters yet, but it's not clear why. A lot of small chapels in Vegas rely on these weddings to make money. One called the Graceland Chapel does over $6,000 a year, so half the stories we've seen went with the same basic headline that Vegas chapels are, quote, all shook up.
You know, this is surprising to me, and let me explain. It's not like there's a huge Elvis Presley movie coming out in the next 23 days that has Tom Hanks in it.
Oh, yeah, there it is. He plays Colonel Tom Parker, right?
He does, and I've got a real bad feeling about this film. I watched the guy interviewed on CBS Sunday Morning, and the clips showed, the guy who plays Elvis.
Oh, okay.
And Mike, there's one problem. He no look-alike Elvis at all. At all.
You got to have him look like Elvis.
And also, this is going to seem like splitting hairs.
Why didn't they get that guy we had in Vegas?
He had his
own
hair.
Live show.
This is going to sound stupid, but it makes a huge difference to a lot of people that are fans. Elvis didn't have black hair until like 1957 when he dyed it. This guy has black hair as a youthful Elvis. There's a lot of things that are wrong.
That's your thing.
Well,
you're a purist. You're a purist.
Well,
I know.
You should be a purist.
Calm down.
But
it's gonna be fine.
It seems to me that these things have been going on a long time, and now they've got the first major Elvis release coming up. All of a sudden, they're making a stink.
I know you're rooting for it to suck, aren't you? Because you don't like Tom Hanks.
I'm so conflicted. I don't know. I'll be there opening night. I want to see it.
The estate is telling chapels that, rely on that. That's kicking the little guy. I think that totally sucks.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I won't go see that movie. In a new poll, 34% of graduates say they have no idea what they're going to do for their career. As someone who was blessed to be not only know what I wanted to do, but be working in my junior year of college at a commercial radio station, I don't envy these kids.
Yeah.
Both high school and college graduates feel that way. 34% of them. 41% say they don't have a job lined up yet. Greatest line from one of my classmates at American University when I saw him at a Capitals game. I said, "Hey, man, how you doing?" He said, "I'm between my first job." I'll always love that line. 62% of graduates say they'd be interested in attending college. And again, that includes college graduates who have a degree. What?
Huh?
I don't understand this sentence at all.
Start from the top.
41% of students say they don't have a job lined up yet. 62% of graduates say they'd be interested in attending college. These are high school graduates.
Okay.
And again, that includes people who already have a degree. So it's both the kids in high school and the kids that are in college.
I always appreciate the professional students.
As I try to punch out of that wonderful, it gets worse every week sourcing place that we
I am
go.
so lucky because Julia knows and actually has a part-time job in graphic design. And Robert, of course, wants to be a shepherd.
That's very, very exciting. I heard he wants to be a swordsman.
Oh, I think he's already got a job doing that.
I think he's a little better than his daddy at that, isn't he? Huh? He's much better at that.
Do you see this piece of paper? This piece of paper is better than me at that.
And now a little something. You'll never look at this fruit the same way again. This is absolutely new to me. TikTokers are exposing the juicy underground symbol that indicates couples are eager for erotic experimentation. And it appears completely innocuous without insider information. Here's the scoop. Travelers are pinning posters of upside-down pineapples to their hotel and cruise ship cabin doors to let fellow vacationers know that they're up for swinging. Some are even putting out welcome mats. The hashtag upside down pineapple has clocked a whopping 138 million views on TikTok as of Wednesday, with some clips claiming swingers even leave an actual pineapple upturned out in front of their Airbnb accommodations to indicate that they enjoy partner swapping. And remember, friends, if it really looks like an upside-down pineapple, you might want to seek immediate medical attention for that. There you go. I want to tell you. Yeah. What did it look like? Well, kind of looks like an upside-down pineapple. Get to a doctor right away.
And be sure not to fall down on it.
Upside-down pineapple. Don't even know what it means, but that's the world. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have a Wordle discussion. And then I want to talk about Cary going under the knife again.
Are you a 40-something-year-old chick going through a midlife crisis? Looking to get some validation for keeping it tight all these years? Would you like to be TikTok famous? Let's get you a starter pack. You know the drill. MikeOMaraShow.com. Shopping. Walmart. Let's get started with some ripped denim shorts and a new bikini top. Self-tanner, volumizing conditioner, fake tattoos, and most importantly, a selfie light ring. Throw in a tube of Ben Gay for after you shake your ass on camera. You're not in your 20s anymore, sweetheart.
Okay.
Pretty soon, you're going to have thousands of creeps just like Oscar Santana following you. And you did it all thanks to the Walmart tab on the TMOS shopping center. And now, back to the guy who's never been on TikTok, Mike O'Mara.
No, but I do have an upside-down pineapple outside of my door.
Oh, we must talk.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great day starts the night before, and knowing more about your sleep helps you achieve your best quality sleep. Sleep IQ data shows sleepers who use their 360 smart bed technology get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. That's up to 170 hours per year. And if you want better sleep, there's no better time to try the Sleep 30 Challenge by Sleep Number, a 30-day sleep wellness program shown to improve sleep quality and change your sleep habits for the better. Check out this free program by visiting mysleep30.com. Most people see big sleep improvements by weeks 2 and 3, and quality sleep can help boost your energy, recovery, and well-being. So be like me. Get a Sleep Number bed. I wouldn't sleep on anything else. That's why my Sleep Number setting is a 65, and Carla's is also at a 65. Discover special offers now for a limited time at your local Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com/TMOS. TMOS. Sleep Number, proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Now I want to bust your balls about Wordle, but I also am more interested in what your wife's doing because I really want to get to that. You had mentioned, 3 days ago or maybe even last week? I don't know when you said it.
I've been trying to tell it for a while, but the story keeps. I believe it is the Tuesday after Father's Day. She's going back in for another plastic surgery.
Now, I have to ask you,
please?
Is this is not medically necessary? This is elective stuff that she's having done?
Yeah.
Has she enlightened you?
I actually went to the appointment with her to see the surgeon, and I tell you what, he's a great doctor.
Did you not have enough doctors in your life? You wanted to get another fix? Is that what it is? You wanted to, like you haven't been in a few doctor's offices in the last month?
I know all the ins and outs, Mike. I do. I know how to be in a doctor's office. But this guy is a great surgeon, but an even better salesman. Because,
I would imagine that's part of the deal.
He showed her before and after pictures of herself from her procedure last year.
I have to say, and I think I said this to her personally, that first of all, this is the way I look at plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing, job one, is to not make it something where you're like, I call it the Jennifer Grey effect.
Yes, and Mike, that's exactly what I said.
Where you change something on your body that is so dramatic and so it just literally changes who you are. That's what I don't think you want to do. But she just looked good. She looked like whatever she had done. It was nice.
That was the first procedure, which was a much more intensive procedure than what she's going to face here, so to speak. I said, if you really feel you want to do it, if you feel it's going to make you happy, do it. But when you come home and heal, I want you to still look like the woman I married. I don't want it to change your face. And that's exactly what the Jennifer Grey thing is. And they did some minor changes on her. And when I look at her, she looks great, but she doesn't look changed, if that makes any sense.
No, I totally understand because when I saw her after that, first of all, the recovery time was, I think, wonderful for her. Right? I mean, she got over it really quickly.
Really fast because remember, the surgery itself was like 12 hours. It was a long one.
I would think that she was all set, and now
after a year, things sort of settle on your face.
So she's going to have
and what he showed us was what would happen, and he showed us previous before and afters of people that after they had done what Cary did, which was essentially a lift, a slight change on her nose, had the third nipple removed. No, I'm kidding.
We're going to give you a unibrow. We're going to give you a unibrow right now.
But he showed what happened with some other people that had their eyes done and their brow lifted a little bit.
Just a minute, Mrs. Spiewak. Let me go get the let me get the pictures of. I'm trying to think of the talk show host. I am trying. Oh, let me go. Hold on, Mrs. Spiewak. Let me go get the Sally Jesse Raphael pictures. Let me go with that. That's
just put on these red glasses and you'll see.
You are. I don't know whether you're aware of it or not, but you are aware that certainly there are many, many examples of these procedures becoming a tad addictive.
Yes, and I mentioned that
where
to
you're
her.
never at the end of the rainbow. You're never, you're always wanting to do something else.
I mentioned that to her. I said, I understand, and actually he made a pretty good
How did
case.
that go? How did that go when you mentioned it to her?
She said, you're right. This is the last one. But I believe she may have said that after the last one, too. So we'll have to see what happens. And God
What are
knows,
they
Mike,
doing?
when they do general anesthetic, who knows what's going to happen? Might be a non-decision.
Here she comes. She looks really. What is?
How does my forehead look?
I look fantastic. Looks like Woogie from
Woogie. She is having a brow lift and having her eyes done. And I looked at about
surprise.
What?
Surprise!
Yes, she always looks surprised. No. Actually, it's funny. The doctor is he says a lot of the surgeries he does are correcting sloppy surgeries from like 10 years previous.
Okay.
And one thing that he cited that really gave me faith in him, he says, the last thing we're going to do is make you look like the Real Housewife of Anywhere because we don't want you coming in looking shiny and surprised.
Well, that's I bet they don't all do that.
No.
I bet they don't all that. What if you do though? Is she going to have like? Will she? I picture like bandages, like a film noir where it comes in. It's like Rob walks in. Okay, Cary, we'll see you now. There she is. She's looking.
Well, Mike, after the crime, we had to change her face. Otherwise, she would be recognized.
She's going to look fantastic.
Do you remember the plate of tools that the Joker looked at when he came out of surgery in the Michael Keaton Batman? That's what it looks like.
So, brow lift. Well,
I saw probably a dozen to 15 examples of this very procedure before and after, and every one of them was not only not noticeable if you just looked at the after, but if you looked at the before and after, it was an improvement. And, who am I to say no? I mean, if she really, really wants it, let her do it. So she'll be actually.
Yeah, it's not your call. It really is. It's your call financially. I mean, it's your marital money that is being spent, and there is no reimbursement for this.
If it goes horribly wrong, but we're capped at $350 for punitive. So
let me ask this.
Yeah,
this is just from me to you.
Yeah,
you've experienced death close up. All right, you've seen your life flash before your eyes. Mm-hmm. She went through this with you.
Yes, she's a princess.
And, now you're at the, you've gotten through this part of your life.
Yeah.
And gotten through it. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
We were living and dying with it. We're very happy. Is there anything in your world where the money that you're peeling off to have her lift those, eyebrows up a centimeter, is there something, isn't there something Daddy, after he's stared down death, that Daddy might want to do, that Daddy might want in his life, or are you just content to have her happy?
Mike, I don't know. You've not ever been married 25 years in a row. So this is where I'm at.
I'm
right
over
now.
10, pal.
I
I'm
know,
over 10.
but 25 that's a lot more.
But 10 is
10 is good. I'm not dismissing.
I mean, I get
10.
some props now. And 19 years, 18 years together.
Oh, I
We've been
forgot.
together
yeah,
for
that's
18
true.
years. So
but what happens
I
for
understand.
this, Mike, is you wait until after the procedure, then you play that card.
Yeah, all right, I get. But I mean, do you I won't ask you the
For
amount.
example,
that's being spent.
I will say, for example, I told you we need a brand new grill. And she says, well, that's a little expensive. I say, well, yeah, not like plastic surgery expensive.
Did you say that to her?
No, but I'm ready to.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello, scales of justice that
Right.
we have here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the love of God, Cary, let him have his Weber. Let him have his
Weber.
Weber.
My
It's going to
Weber.
bring him joy. And by the way, he does all the cooking, Cary. Okay, here's plastic surgery. You can't even see my other hand, okay? You can't see where the Weber is because the Weber
Way down
is just
low.
it's way down low. Is that it for you, pal?
No,
Is that
no,
all?
not at
Like,
all.
all right, I'm going to ask you this question, then we can
Yeah,
move on.
okay.
And first of all, I think it's great. She looks fantastic.
She does.
The guy that she's got is doing a great,
He's
great
sensational.
job.
The best in
So
the
I'm
DC
happy
area.
with that,
Yeah.
and and I think you're proud of her when she looks good,
Love it.
and all that. But at the same time, I'm going to ask you the financial question this way.
Okay.
If you were going to peel that amount of money off for yourself,
Yes.
and along with that, you wouldn't have to invest it, you wouldn't have to put it away, you'd peel that money, and that is Rob Spiewak money.
Right.
Every ounce of those dollars.
Those dollars.
Oh, God, we're running late. Those dollars that are going to her plastic would go into your pocket, and you can just spend it. You can spend it on whatever you want. Could be a variety of things.
Yeah.
But you are charged. The only task I give you, you have to spend it. You have to spend it before the summer's over. What? Rob Spiewak,
Yes.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
This is going to sound stupid, but this is an indulgence that I would love another jukebox for the main level of my house. But wait, Mike,
Wait,
that would leave me. No, wait.
Crowd, where's the boo? Thank you.
But with the money,
I don't blame you, crowd. I don't blame. Yeah, he's boring as hell.
which leaves me enough money for a big trip to Vegas. A big trip to Vegas.
What, like just you going out there and
she could come
gambling?
if she wanted, yeah. But yeah, that's what it
You
would
just
be.
want a trip to Vegas?
Yeah, with like if I lost X number of dollars, it would
So
be
you-
okay.
I see. Okay, that's all right.
Because-
you really would.
Oh,
Pony,
yeah.
do you believe him? Do you believe that he'd really like?
Pony's
wanna
seen me
spend the-
gamble.
Yeah, I watched
Really?
him basically just buy a $100 old-fashioned in Vegas one time, and he said, "Hey, Pony, you want to see how blackjack works?" And I watched him like sit down at a table for 15 minutes, drop $100, and all he got out of it was a drink.
And it wasn't 15 minutes. It was
All
much
right.
shorter. And
Yes.
Mike, we were sharing a hotel room.
How sick am I that now I'm proud of you all over? again?
But Mike, I would love to know that I had X number, actually X number of dollars that I know going into it. If I lost it, that's okay because I've budgeted that in, you know?
I like that. I like because it's kind of like throwing caution to the wind.
Yeah,
and
and
not
then
playing it
you
safe.
know what? You go out there and get a few good meals, see a show.
Just remember, in the end, they get it all.
Oh, of
they
course,
get
yeah.
it all, Rob. We will
Better
have a
up there
brief break.
than down here.
Yes,
Or
right,
better
yeah.
down here than up there.
Don Rickles, God rest
Here
his soul.
comes the whale, Rob Spiewak.
Yeah, there you go. Take the towels home. We'll take a quick break, and then we've got a gift when we come back on the Mike Mara Show. Whoa, whoa.
I need a magician.
I was having a party for Gunner, and we had a magician. We thought he was just fine.
At one time, the only place to see a quality magic show was a Las Vegas casino.
See?
Now, with just a phone call, you can have fabulous illusions performed in your home. It's the magic duo of the century, Siegfried and Rob. From Munich, Germany, and Leesburg, Virginia, Siegfried and Rob are leaving audiences mesmerized.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Magician. question.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
I was just excited that they wanted me to perform.
For more TMOS magic, do all your shopping through the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center by clicking the link at MikeO'MaraShow.com and watch your items magically appear on your doorstep.
Magic.
Shut up. Shut up.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Question, is that piece of plastic in your wallet doing enough for you? Because with the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can start building credit with everyday purchases and on-time payments. You see, with Credit Builder, members can increase their credit history with no annual fees or interest. And having a good credit score can mean getting better car loan rates, or renting apartments easier, or it'll just give you bragging rights around the dinner table. So, continue your credit journey with Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/TMOS. That's chime.com/TMOS. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank N.A. pursuant to a license from Visa USA. Chime checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply for the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card. Regular on-time payment history can have a positive impact on your credit score. Impact to score may vary, and some users' scores may not improve. But check it out. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Charlie Burney, who I owe a gift to Charlie Burney. I got to figure out how to get it up there. And
Do you have
easy,
it?
Mike, you get an address. What's that?
Do you have the gift?
No, I don't.
Oh, you should have said yes.
I don't want to lie about it. I want to get him something nice because he's a nice man and I like him an awful lot. And I think
too.
he really came into all of our worlds at a very opportune time when we needed him, and it was a marriage made in it just otherworldly. It was great karma that he was there and he wanted to do this, and now Oscar's embarked on that great business with him, and he loves the show, and he's so supportive of us, just like the guy. So, Charlie, I owe you, but I mean, now you're telling me Charlie's giving us a gift.
Actually, for this, I need to go to Pony because he might have more deets than me. I was given this box last Friday and instructed to hold on to it, that it was a gift. And I said, but it was addressed to Charlie Burney. And they said, aha, it's a gift from Charlie Burney to us. Pony, am I missing anything?
All of us,
No,
collectively?
Yes, for the whole show, it is a gift for all of us.
It comes in a priority mailbox, Mike, and I hold in my hand
Let me see what it is.
this box.
Oh. All right. Do you have any clues? Do you have any idea? Do you have you're a sneaky guy. Are you suspicious
I
as to
saw
what
the
it might be?
return address, and it means nothing to me. It's a company. It's called Steampunk Pro. Now, I know it's
But look underneath. Steampunk Pro, makers of fine quality American dildos.
Oh, well, you know what, Mike? Buy American.
I love a good steam-powered dildo.
Thank you. Steam. It's a Steam product.
I can only,
Very
okay, so
exciting.
I'm going to now take the tape off the box and see what's in here, okay?
Rob Spiewak is now attempting to remove the tape. Is that a real box cutter that you have
No,
there?
it's just a key.
Oh, okay. I use keys most of the time with that. Don't use a ballpoint pen.
No,
that can
you're right.
result in severe damage to your pen.
Yeah,
so
it'll
don't do
kill
that
it.
at home.
It'll kill it.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
This is we've had this for a while, so it's something that this could be a crushing disappointment. It could be a thrilling experience.
don't think it'll be a
You're
crushing
demonstrating your upper body strength, though. Really, maybe a trip to the weight room for you. Man, did I move some weight today, people?
Oh, did you?
Realize just how really weak I am. But I had the the old dumbbell, not the barbell curls. All right, what do you? Is it something? Your mouth is agape.
It's really cool.
All right, what do we have
This
here?
is like Oscar's transformer that's made out of metal parts. This is, I believe it is Boba Fett or Jango Fett from the Star Wars universe, and it's a lamp, but it is really, really cool.
Oh,
Fabricated
that's the
entirely out of-
Mandalorian.
Oh, it is? Well, it's not a Fett then, not one of the Fett brothers.
I'm sure he's like a Fett.
Is he like a
Fett
Fett?
adjacent.
And it comes with a light bulb too. So this is a beautiful thing for our set.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and it's made out of pipes and fittings too. It's very neat. Do you see it? You any closer?
Yeah. Oh, I see it.
You seem underwhelmed.
Do you want to plug it in? What?
You seem underwhelmed.
No, I'm thank you. It's delightful.
Pony, can you come plug this in? Because
Is there a bulb for it? Because if
There
you
is.
just plug it in, okay, cool. One sec.
Don't be a wise ass. Of course,
Yeah.
there's a bulb. If you just plug it in.
Well, you don't even know the character. I don't follow the show.
I knew it was from the Star Wars universe, but it does.
Are you getting the bulb out right now?
It does look like Boba Fett. Yeah. Oh, Mike, and it's an Edison style bulb. Clear with the big filament.
Very exciting.
Yes.
All right. Does it have a shade?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. And Pony's going to plug it in?
Yeah, I think that would take away from.
Move
the
it over to
charm
my
of it.
shot so I can see it a little bit, please,
Okay.
so I can see your little. There you go. Okay, this is going to change the whole thing for me. I'm going to see it. Oh, look at that, huh?
Yeah, and you actually turn it
Look at
on
that.
with an actual water valve switch.
That's very exciting.
Yeah,
that's
I love
very,
it.
very nice.
I love
Turn it
this.
on again. Oh, look at that. It gives you, put it right next to you. It lights your face better.
Lights my what?
It really does. Oh, you look just dreamy.
Thank you. Yes.
Dreamy with that look there. Well, Charlie,
It's
thank you
me
very
and my
much.
Fett.
Is Charlie an aficionado of the? And I'm sorry that my reaction was not as
Charlie
exuberant
loves
as you. You're
the-
very polite and
I
and
love it.
extremely. Charlie, Rob is very polite and extremely dishonest. So I'm not sure if his reaction is 100% genuine. So, but I will tell you that
I love it, and I'll tell you why.
Would Oscar be excited if he
Yes.
saw? Would he be?
Yes.
Oscar would be out of his mind.
Yes.
He's the one guy that's not here because he's up trying to get back in the good graces of his family
good
in
luck.
Massachusetts.
Maybe
but
he could buy them a Fett.
where do you think it'll be? That will go to a position of posterity.
Oh, this will go on the set. That's one of the reasons why I like it so much, because it actually, when you look at our set and it's got sort of the brick and metal background, sort of an industrial look, it's a good match. It's a great match.
Great. Okay, let's. We got to take a break. I'm terribly sorry.
What are you doing?
It's fine. No, it's fine.
It's fine?
What I'm doing is I'm doing comedy. I'm doing
I
comedy,
understand.
okay?
It's fine.
Bobo Fett, or it's the Mandalorian,
Boba.
or it's
Boba, not
Yoda, or
Bobo.
whatever the f*** it is.
Don't
It's
say
Yoda
that
or
word.
something like that.
That's a horrible word.
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that. For some reason, I had a bottle of booze in my eyes. I really did. But that's it. I realize we can't give that to you now.
Yeah,
You
but
get
I'd
that
be quick to mail it to you. I don't need it.
You got that scarlet bottle on your forehead. All right, we got to go.
Oh, no, hold on. I'm sorry.
Come on. Let's go.
Okay,
Come on
let's
now.
do it.
It's just a gift.
How's your balance? Yeah, you're kind of slow getting up from the bed. Yeah.
Rob,
And here is my walker.
This is the deluxe folding walker.
You're going to want to put tennis balls on it. Yeah.
Don't settle for just any mobility device. Step up to the Cadillac of home assist age.
From Speedwack Industries, it's the new Dude Walker.
God damn it.
Shut in no more. Perfect for the convalescent that's hobbled,
Turn the promo
handicapped, or
down a little
hampered.
bit.
Yes,
please.
the Dude Walker combines style and sophistication with solid support and stability.
I'm the dude.
You can get the new Dude Walker along with accessories like
Little lower.
catheters and tennis balls from the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center. Click the link and you'll be mobile in no time.
The new Dude Walker. Walk on.
Caution, some items may have shifted during flight.
Hey, attention gamers, listen to this. It's time to level up your gameplay with Backbone. Backbone transforms your iPhone into a handheld console so you can play anytime, anywhere. Simply plug in your iPhone to the Backbone and enjoy, that's really loud too, and enjoy console quality controls as you play Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and App Store games. No console, no problem. Stream hundreds of games like FIFA, Halo, or Minecraft through cloud gaming services, and if you have a PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, play games you own with Remote Play or the Steam Link app. Experience for yourself what TechCrunch calls the closest we've ever seen to a portable Xbox. Backbone brings games like Spider-Man, Madden, and Grand Theft Auto right to my phone. My son is out of his mind over it. He's going to use it on our trip. Go to playbackbone.com/TMOS now. Order your Backbone by June 30th and get free access to over 350 console games and perks, including a free month of Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. 1 month free of Apple Arcade, 2 months free of Google Stadia Pro, and 3 months free of Discord Nitro. Find your next adventure at playbackbone.com/TMOS. Want to remind everybody, tomorrow you're going to hear our bonus show, and our bonus show is going to be the Summertime Spintacular, where we mindlessly talk up records and then stop them before it gets to the musical part.
Exactly.
We're just doing intros.
Just
and
the lips,
for some
man.
reason, this was born out of the fact that I had some people over. I I had mentioned yesterday was about a 7-hour visit for some of the people. I ended up doing it at the end of the evening because I was feeling festive.
No wonder they left.
Yes, they left right away after that. That's the way that went down. But please, and we've got a couple of threads up there right now where you can put your subjects for our talk-ups, and you know how that works. And Pony will be gathering that, and then we're going to be doing the bonus summertime spectacular, and you can hear that tomorrow on the Mike O'Mara Show.
We call this stereophonic sound.
Soundtown.
Was it yesterday that you were talking about Zoolander and his sous vide cooking?
I talk about it all the time because it makes me laugh so much that he will be producing this beautiful, gorgeous prime rib that he makes sous vide, and he will always put, "Hi, Mike." It's just so funny to me that he's done that because he knows what a disaster I am in the kitchen. It just it amuses me greatly. It really does.
Might be mistaken, but somewhere in the cobweb recesses of my mind, I think that the sous vide process was pretty much invented by the Howard Johnson's organization.
Really?
For reheating food and keeping it hot at their restaurants.
Okay.
Well, Mike, this is sad. Howard Johnson's have been around since 1925. You know, the orange roof.
Yeah.
But
loved him when I was a kid.
The last Howard Johnson's restaurant in Lake George, New York, has shuttered itself.
That's
no
sad.
more Howard Johnson's restaurant. So let's take a moment to remember this catchy jingle.
The home of good food is Howard Johnson's.
Clam strips.
Now have
Yes.
Howard Johnson's. Good food at home.
The clam strips were great.
Well, they could have been slugs too. It was just deep fried something that it was deep fried and chewy. That's all it was. I mean, there's no resemblance to a real clam. But remember they had Hojo Cola.
Yes,
they had Hojo
everything.
Howard Johnson's
and the Hojo
Cola.
dog.
Yeah, the Hojo dog. Yeah, the orange roof.
And remember, of course, Howard Johnson was a character in Blazing Saddles.
Oh, that's correct, Howard Johnson. I forgot about that. Mongo, don't go to town.
So, also, Mike, gas, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but gas is sure getting costly. And in Los Angeles, this week, it hit $8 a gallon.
$8 a gallon.
$8 a gallon. Not everywhere, but there are stations. So here is, I believe, a customer and a consumer advocate talking about $8 gas in Los Angeles.
$140 to fill up my van. Crazy. This is just an orgy for the oil industry, and the legislators have absolutely no answer for it. But $8 a gallon is just beyond outrageous. People have to stay away from gas stations like that because they're predatory.
The last thing I paid $8 a gallon for gave me cirrhosis.
I love that guy, though. It is an orgy. It's an orgy for the oil companies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like so many things now where everybody's like, I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't know.
Unbelievable. So
all right,
sad.
here's something to make you smile. That makes you sad. Oh, so sad. This make you happy. So happy.
Okay.
Is they took not ancient, but vintage pig calling tape. Because you know, at like county fairs where they have people competing.
Like a pig calling
recording?
contest.
Yes. Yeah. I believe they used to have them on the Carson show. They bring out the pig callers. And they found out that they mash very well with heavy metal records.
Okay.
So here is a heavy metal pig calling, Mike.
Hold on, I got a button over here.
Oh, you do?
Hold on just a second. Thank you.
You know what?
Heard.
Sometimes you take a risk. Sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it doesn't pay off.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a weird recording too. I mean,
it might have sounded like it may be out of phase or something. I'll have to double
Send
check.
it to Jim Amato because those will all be played loud. Those will every promo that comes through that operation is super loud. It's not their fault either. Thank you very much. Yes, let's move on.
Mike, John Tesh, as you know, recorded and wrote the theme to the college basketball. That is, it's called Round Ball Rock.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he performs it in concert, and I didn't know this. He actually now on his concert tours, when he's not hosting his radio program, he plays
Intelligence for Your Life with John Tesh.
He actually plays a voicemail he left for himself when he thought of the melody of the song. He thought of
that's
it
cool.
and left
And they
himself.
have it?
Yeah, and well, he plays it in concert, and so he plays it, and then it's followed by the actual band in concert playing the song.
Tape for pro basketball. Hi, this is a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this.
That's cool enough.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
I'm no
Can
great
you play
fan-
that again? I want to hear the way that... Because it matches, but not 100%.
It's
but then
the
again,
kernel of an idea is basically
but he
what
wrote
it,
it,
is. Yeah.
so he got it right when he finally did it. I want to hear that.
I'm
That's
no
cool.
great fan of him, but I would like to hear that song performed live like that. It sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does sound nice.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear
So
this
here
again.
now, the original demo tape for pro basketball.
Hi, this is a message for me about the NBA theme. Here's an idea. It goes like this.
And is his band that big?
Yeah.
That's doing that?
Well, I think all the horns are synthesized.
Oh,
but,
really?
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a whale and pound of sound right there.
That's very, very
And
cool.
also-
Did I tell? Oh, I forgot to tell you this. I don't
What's
think
that?
I mentioned this to you. We can talk about it in the future.
Uh-huh.
I scored tickets for September, I believe. This September, we are going to be the audience for EWF, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, wow.
Something I've wanted to, and of course, immediately somebody said, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Mark Miller, I think, was like, yeah, they're all dead.
No.
I said, shut up.
One
No,
has
they're
passed
still-
away. One has passed away.
I'm beyond excited about
That is going to be a great
They're
show.
coming right here, right to this town.
Just
I'm very,
them,
very psyched.
just them,
Yeah.
because for years they toured with Chicago, and
I don't
always
think
thought
it's Chicago.
I
No.
always thought I don't want to see half of an Earth, Wind, and Fire set list. If I'm
Yeah.
going to see them, I want to hear them all.
Very, very cool.
That
very
is
excited.
cool. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
And let's close with this, Mike. A question: what's the fastest? And maybe not you, but I know you know a guy named Schmike. What's the fastest that Schmike has ever gotten his motorcycle up to?
I remember the most sustained speed was 85 through Wyoming.
Okay.
That was sustained. I probably have gotten it up to almost 100 miles an
Well,
hour. when,
you know what?
when
You
we
might.
were-
You seem like a little ashamed of that. Don't be when you hear this cam footage, this chest cam footage from a policeman who pulled over a cyclist and had to give him a citation.
motorcyclist, not a cyclist,
a motorcyclist, a biker for his speed.
You know how fast you were going?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
So listen, I am going to issue a citation for your speed, all right?
Okay.
147 in a 65 mile an hour zone. Okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't realize how fast I was going.
147 and a 65.
On a motorcycle. I think you hear the IQ that requires.
Well, I
right
think
there,
the cop
you know?
gave him a fair break on the ticket. He only wrote 140.
147 miles per hour.
But I love the fact that the cop says 147 and a 65. It's like,
Wow.
well, now we know. Anyway, Mike, that's all I got.
We call this stereophonic sound.
Soundtown.
Hey, everybody, I do want to remind you that where's the thing? Oh, how did that get turned down? I don't know. It did, but there it is. I'm going to play it again. Thank you.
There it is.
I want to remind you we're doing a really, really cool show this week. It's our Summertime Spintacular, where we play some hits and we play some jingles and we said stupid things over the intros of records. That's it. And you seem to be, well, at least if past is prelude, you seem to be amused by that.
And
so
what's
Rob and I will be
great
doing that.
is because it's the bonus show, it doesn't have to be radio friendly.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. It can be filthy dirty, too. Don't know if we'll do that or not, but it's going to be sure a bunch of fun. A big, steaming pile of fun. Anywho, for Oscar Santana, who's vacationing in Martha's Vineyard or Hyannis or wherever the hell he is in Oscar, have a great time. And Rob Spiewak and Pony Boy Matt Bloom. Pony, how you doing curating those talk-up subjects?
Oh, they're going to be ready to go tomorrow. I can't wait.
Very good. That's looking forward to that. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
No, you're
everybody.
not.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
Want more? Make sure you check out The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
It's all a big nothing. What makes you think you're so
special.
So what do you want me to do, drop my pants and fire a rocket?
When did you first start dreaming of this moment?
Who cares? Nobody gives a crap.
I see dead people.
Okay, we are clear on both sides.
You picked up your hand and you said, "Don't bother."
Don't bother. It's just, there it goes.
All right.
We'll take